Dojo is real. The Teslabot will be real. Basically, if you think about what we're doing right now with the cars, Tesla is arguably the world's biggest robotics company because our cars are like semi-sentient robots on wheels. And with the full self-driving computer, essentially the inference engine on the car, which will keep evolving, obviously, and Dojo, and all of the neural nets recognizing the world, understanding how to navigate through the world, it kind of makes sense to put that onto a humanoid form. They're also quite good at sensors and batteries and actuators. So we think we'll probably have a prototype sometime next year that basically looks like this. And it's intended to be friendly, of course, and navigate through a world built for humans and eliminate dangerous, repetitive, and boring tasks. We're setting it such that it is, at a mechanical level, at a physical level, you can run away from it. And most likely overpower it. So hopefully that doesn't ever happen, but you never know. So it'll be a light, yeah, anyway, 5 miles an hour. If you can run faster than that, it'll be fine. So, yeah, it's around 5'8". Has sort of a screen where the head is for useful information, but it's otherwise basically got the autopilot system in it. So it's got cameras, got 8 cameras, and.
Please remain calm. Please refrain from going near the windows or doors.
Full self-driving computer, and making use of all of the same tools that we use in the car. So, I mean, things that I think that are really hard about having a useful humanoid robot is, can it navigate through the world without being explicitly trained? I mean, without explicit, like, line-by-line instructions. Can you talk to it and say, please pick up that bolt and attach it to the car with that wrench, and it should be able to do that. It should be able to, please go to the store and get me the following groceries, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I think we can do that. And yeah, this I think will be quite profound, because if you say it like, what is the economy? It is at the foundation, it is labor. So, what happens when there is, no shortage of labor? This is why I think long term that there will need to be a universal basic income. Yeah. But not right now, because this robot doesn't work. So we just need a minute. Essentially, in the future, physical work will be a choice. If you want to do it, you can, but you won't need to do it. It obviously has profound implications for the economy, because given that the economy at its foundational level is labor, I mean, capital equipment is just distilled labor, then is there any actual limit to the economy? Maybe not. Join our team and help build this. Optimus is the code name for the Teslabot.
Oops.
Optimus subprime.
Is the humanoid that's behind you guys, is that kind of brought out of the production hell timeline and saying that humans are underrated in that process?
Well, sometimes like something that I say is taken to too much of an extreme. There are parts of the Tesla system that are almost completely automated, and then there are some parts that are almost completely manual. If you were to walk through the whole production system, you would see a very wide range from, like I said, fully automatic to almost completely manual. But the vast majority, most of it is already automated. And then with the some of the design architecture changes, like going to large aluminum high-pressure die-cast components, we can take the entire rear third of the car and cast it as a single piece. And now we're going to do the front third of the car as a single piece. So the body line drops by like 60 to 70% in size. But yeah, the robot is not prompted by specifically by manufacturing needs. It's just that we're just obviously making the pieces that are needed for a useful humanoid robot. So I guess we probably should make it. And if we don't, someone else will. And so I guess we should make it and make sure it's safe. I should say, like, also manufacturing, volume manufacturing is extremely difficult and underrated, and we've gotten pretty good at that. So it's also important for the humanoid robot. Like, how do you make the humanoid robot not be super expensive? And, you know.
For your humanoid context, I'm wondering if you've decided on what use cases you're going to start with and what the grand challenges are in that context to make this viable.
Well, I think for the humanoid, for the Teslabot, Optimus, it's basically going to start with just dealing with work that is boring, repetitive, and dangerous. Basically, what is the work that people would least like to do?
I was curious about the Teslabot. Specifically, I'm wondering if there are any specific applications that you think the humanoid form factor lends itself to. And then secondary, because of its human form factor, is emotion or companionship at all thought about on the product roadmap at all?
Learns what e-color.
Well, we certainly hope this does not feature in a dystopian sci-fi movie.
Stop. Ava, I said stop. Whoa, 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 whoa.
But you know, like, really, at this point, we're saying, like, maybe this robot can we're trying to be as literal as possible. Can it do boring, dangerous, repetitive jobs that people don't want to do? And you know, once we can have it do that, then maybe it can do other things too. But that's the thing that would be really great to have. So it could be your buddy too. I mean, you can buy one and have it be your friend and whatever. I'm sure that people will think of some very creative uses.
I have a question about the design of the Teslabot. Specifically, how important is it to maintain that humanoid form? To build hands with 5 fingers that also respects the weight limits could be quite challenging. You might have to use cable-driven, and then that also causes all kinds of issues.
I mean, this is just going to be bot version 1. I mean, we'll see. So it needs to be able to do things that people do, and you know, be a generalized kind of humanoid robot. I mean, you could potentially have it give it, like, you know, 2 fingers and a thumb or something like that. You know, for now we'll give it 5 fingers and see if that works out okay. It probably will. It doesn't need to be like you know, have like incredible grip strength, but it needs to be able to work with tools. So, and you know, carry a bag, that kind of thing.
I was wondering if you could talk a little bit about the short to medium term economics of the bot. I guess I understand the long-term vision of replacing physical labor, but I also think repetitive, dangerous, and boring tasks tend to not be so highly compensated. And so I just don't see how to reproduce the, you know, start with a supercar and then break into like the lower end of the market. How do you do that for a robot humanoid?
Well, I guess you'll just have to see.